It's Tuesday morning, October 14th, and we are about 3 hours into trading. Let's find some trades. The market's not giving us a whole lot to work with today. You can see this is the opening price right here, and the market hasn't moved very far. We're still trapped within that first hour range. Not likely that we're going to move very far. I've drawn this downward sloping trend line from yesterday. I believe the market needs to get through that downward sloping trend line in order for us to have some decent trades. You can also see how it's coming into play right around the high of the day. So we need to at least put a few nice green candles together. Yesterday was a gangbuster rally. Look at this open right here, and the market just exploded higher. Now we did give back some of those gains near the close, but the action in the last 3 days has been incredible. The S&P 500 has rallied 120 points since the close on October 7th. Gaps higher. The gap higher held, and in fact, the low of the day for each one of these gaps was higher than the prior day's high. So the low from the gap was higher than the prior day's high. I call that a true gap, and that's happened 3 days in a row. Very unusual. That means that all of the Bollinger Bands, RSIs, all of the metrics which measure overbought, oversold conditions, everything's on an overbought reading right now. So today we are taking a pause, and you can see how that red candle is inside the prior day. So this is an inside day. I'm not looking for a lot of price action. Today, I believe that we're going to have relatively quiet trading, and you can see that because the candles today are mixed. They're green, they're red, and not a lot of momentum in either direction. Now, here's what I am seeing. 1, 2, 3 tests of the low of the day. We have the 10p indicator dropping, getting ready for a bullish cross. I would like to see it drop just a little bit farther. I don't know that we'll get that, but I would feel pretty comfortable buying stocks with relative strength if I see that. Would I trade the S&P 500 today off of that? It's going to be pretty difficult, but yes, I would say that this support level has been pretty well defined. The market momentum has been super, super strong. So now that support has been established after 3 attempts, I believe that we will see a little bounce higher. Again, not looking for a big move, but if we find stocks with relative strength, it's okay because we do still have a lot of stocks that are very, very strong today. I'm going to go into my heavy buying list, and you'll be able to see a number of the stocks that are leading the way higher. Some of these are fantastic. JKS, what the heck? This thing is incredible. Look at that rally from $20. Day trade it? Yes. Overnight it? Not with my money. mRNA has been a strong one. I'm currently long this stock. I'm underwater on it. I bought it earlier today, but I do like that momentum right here. I like the fact that it's been able to get above the major moving averages. Disney has been strong overnight. Got this downward sloping trend line that's been breached to the upside. Big gap up above that 50-day moving average. Looks okay, but look at the momentum on this stock. This is why it's not one of my favorites. Very, very choppy price action. CRWD off to the races. Look at that beautiful steady price action right in here. Fantastic relative strength. Really good today. Stock wants to move higher. NET is another one that looks good today. You can see that big explosive breakout, and now we're getting follow through. So I think NET also looks good on the upside. Let's put that 5-minute chart up. We'll be able to take a look at it. Beautiful relative strength in here today while the market is waffling around. This stock wants to power higher. This is what I'm talking about. When you've got a market that's starting to find support, this would be the type of stock that we're going to be looking at because it's got such great relative strength throughout the course of the day. We'll put up that SPY overlay, and then you'll be able to see it easily. So market down, 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 stock holding its gains right up near the high of the day. CRWD has also been a really nice, strong stock. You can see the early surge this morning. It's kind of holding its own right here in the upper part of its trading range for the day. So that also looks good. So we're going to shift gears here. I want to show you a swing trade. So I'm going to construct a search, and then we're going to take a look at what results we might have available to us. So I'm going to move this into the main screen area. I want a stock that has decent option liquidity. I'm looking to sell out of the money bullish put spreads that expire in less than 3 weeks. I want to take advantage of accelerated time decay, and I also want to be on the sidelines before the election. I don't want to hold over that event. I'm not going to go into that crapshoot. My fear also is that the election results are not known for a week or 2 or 3. That would be really, really bad for the market. It doesn't like uncertainty, especially if there's chaos and unrest that follows that indecision. So we've got option liquidity at -1 or higher. I want to see a stock that's got heavy volume today. And I've been focusing on pre-earning bull. These stocks have a 75% or better history of rallying into the earnings release. So I'm using October 26th as my starting date because I want to make sure that I have at least a couple of expirations that I can sell that expire before that earnings announcement. And I'm going out to November 13th. So if the company releases between these two earnings dates and it has that history of rallying into the number, I want to see it. I also want a stock that has weekly options, and I'd like to see a stock that is greater than the prior day high. Well, we have a market right now that is down for the day. So if a stock is greater than its prior day high, it's pretty doggone strong today. I hit scan, and here are my search results. Now, all of these would be excellent candidates, but I'm going to focus on one, NVAX. So I'm going to double click on NVAX, and let's see if we can find a bullish put spread. You can see how the stock has rallied throughout the course of the day. It is near its high of the day. Market down, stock up, nice relative strength right in here. Going to take that SPY overlay off. We're going to go into a daily chart and see if there's some decent options. We can also get a macro viewpoint of the stock, and you can see low, low, low. So we've got a series of higher lows, also above the 100-day moving average. So that moving average seems to be holding very, very well, and it comes into play at 103.01. Great. I am going to be leaning on that 100-day moving average, going to hover over the E in the chart, and I can see that the stock announces on November 6th. Excellent. So I can sell options that expire before November 6th. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to take a look at the October 30th expiration cycle. And you can see those right there. So I'm going to scroll down to the 100 strike price and take a look at some of those options. And the 100-day moving average is in my option chain. You can see it's this black line right here. So I want to make sure that I stay below that. Well, I can go with the 100 or I can go with a 101. So I'm going to click on the 101, 100 bullish put spread. And this spread, because there's $1 between the strike prices, I want to get at least a 20-cent credit for that. Well, you can see that the spread is currently 2 cents bid, offered at 38 cents. I want to get a 20-cent credit for it, and that's what I'm going to put in. I believe this is a nice spread. I like the stock. I like the price action. I like the big support on that 100-day moving average. And so this will be the trade. To repeat it, NVAX is the symbol, and we're going to sell the October 30th $101 put, and we're going to buy the October 30th $100 put, and we are going to do that for a credit of 20 cents. I would only leave this order working for a couple of days. So if you're not filled on it by the close Wednesday, I would continue to look for another opportunity. The reason for that is that time decay is accelerated once we get inside of that 2-week window. And if we have to wait a couple of days to get filled on this, that means that the stock is going to have to pull back for us to get filled. If the stock continues to pull back, we may not want to be in that trade. So we constantly want to be evaluating and looking for these opportunities. And then once we find them, give it a day or two to try and get filled on it. The stock is fairly volatile. The market's kind of chopping around. So we could see that stock come in, get filled on the trade. NVAX is the trade of the day today. I like it. You saw how easy it was to find. All we had to do was go into the custom search on Option Stalker, put in some criteria, and within minutes, we have a really nice trade candidate. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you never miss any of these videos. Turn on your notifications. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck trading. Very quick little market recap here. You can see how this downward sloping trend line is still intact. And we are testing that support level right here. We've got the bullish 10P cross, but I would be setting an alert line like this, and I wouldn't even contemplate getting long until we can get above that downward sloping trend line there. On a longer term basis, we want to be above this downward sloping trend line. If we get a bounce in here, we may hit resistance right in there and then fail again. Not a lot going on today, but the overall price action for the market has been very bullish. I think that's going to continue as earnings season unfolds. We're hearing from banks this week. Tech stocks will start cranking up next week. That usually attracts buyers. Thanks again. Good luck with your trading. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.